You toss and turn, staring at the ceiling, your mind racing with thoughts of what went wrong today, what might go wrong tomorrow, and everything in between. Sound familiar? For many of us, sleep feels like a battle, one we often lose. But what if I told you that the ancient philosophy of Stoicism holds the key to not just better sleep, but a more peaceful mind? Stoicism, a practice rooted in self-control, resilience, and focusing on what truly matters, offers timeless wisdom that can transform how we approach rest. By applying Stoic principles, you can quiet the noise in your mind, let go of what you can't control, and create a sense of calm that prepares you for deep, restorative sleep. In this video, we'll explore 25 Stoic practices designed to help you reclaim your nights and wake up refreshed. Because sleep isn't just a luxury, it's the foundation of a well-lived life. Stick around, and by the end of this video, you'll have the tools to not only sleep better, but also live with greater clarity and purpose. Let's dive in. Now let's move into the first Stoic practice, which is all about reflection. The first practice involves taking a few moments before bed to reflect on your day. This isn't about overanalyzing or dwelling on mistakes, it's about creating a sense of closure and calm. The Stoics believed that by reviewing the events of the day, you could gain clarity, learn from your experiences, and let go of any lingering stress. One way to do this is through journaling. Grab a notebook and write down what went well during the day, what you're grateful for, and what could have been handled differently. This simple act helps you process your thoughts and emotions, making it easier to release any tension or anxiety. Alternatively, you can meditate on these questions, quietly reflecting on the highs and lows of the day. The key is to approach this practice with a sense of curiosity and self-compassion, not judgment. By reflecting on your day, you're essentially putting your mind at ease. You're acknowledging what happened, learning from it, and then letting it go. This process helps quiet the mental chatter that often keeps us awake at night. Instead of lying in bed replaying conversations or worrying about tomorrow, you'll find yourself more present and ready to rest. It's a small but powerful way to end your day with intention and peace, setting the stage for a deeper, more restorative sleep. Next, we'll explore how focusing on what you can control can further transform your sleep habits. Now, let's shift our focus to the second Stoic practice, which centers on a fundamental principle of Stoicism: focusing only on what you can control. This idea is incredibly powerful when it comes to improving your sleep. Think about it. How often do we lie awake at night, worrying about things we have no power over? Maybe it's the noise outside, the weather, or even the actions of others. These are all external factors that we can't change, yet they often dominate our thoughts and keep us from resting peacefully. The Stoics teach us that by redirecting our attention to what's within our control, we can free ourselves from unnecessary stress. Instead of fixating on the noise from the street or the neighbor's late-night habits, focus on the aspects of your sleep environment that you can influence. For example, you can create a calming bedtime routine, adjust the temperature in your room, or use earplugs to block out noise. These small, actionable steps shift your mindset from frustration to empowerment. When you focus on what you can control, you're not just improving your sleep, you're also practicing a core Stoic virtue, wisdom. You're recognizing the limits of your influence and choosing to invest your energy where it truly matters. This doesn't mean ignoring the external world entirely. It means accepting it as it is and finding peace within your own sphere of control. Over time, this practice helps you build resilience and a sense of calm, even in the face of disruptions. By applying this Stoic principle, you'll find that your sleep becomes less about external conditions and more about your internal state. You'll start to see that restful sleep isn't about perfect silence or ideal circumstances, it's about how you respond to the world around you. And that's something you can control. Next, we'll explore how embracing impermanence can further deepen your ability to sleep soundly. even in the midst of life's uncertainties. Now let's turn our attention to the third Stoic practice, embracing impermanence. This concept is a cornerstone of Stoic philosophy and can be a game changer for your sleep. At its core, impermanence reminds us that everything in life is temporary: our circumstances, our challenges, even our emotions. When we truly internalize this idea, it becomes easier to let go of the worries that keep us tossing and turning at night. Think about it. How often do we lose sleep over problems that, in the grand scheme of things, won't last? Maybe it's a stressful project at work, a disagreement with a loved one, or even a minor inconvenience like a noisy neighbor. The Stoics teach us that by recognizing the fleeting nature of these issues, we can reduce their hold on our minds. Instead of clinging to stress, we can remind ourselves that this too shall pass. This mindset doesn't mean ignoring your problems or pretending they don't matter. It's about shifting your perspective. When you accept that nothing lasts forever, you free yourself from the weight of trying to control the uncontrollable. You begin to see that even the most challenging moments are just small chapters in a much larger story. This realization can bring a profound sense of peace, especially as you prepare for sleep. One practical way to apply this practice is through a simple nighttime reflection. Before bed, take a moment to acknowledge the impermanence of the day's events. Remind yourself that the stress you felt today won't define tomorrow. This small act of reflection can help you release tension and approach sleep with a calmer, more open mind. By embracing impermanence, you're not just improving your sleep, you're cultivating a deeper sense of resilience and acceptance. You're learning to navigate life's ups and downs with grace, knowing that even the darkest nights give way to brighter mornings. And that's a mindset that can transform not just your sleep, but your entire approach to life. Next, we'll dive into the fourth practice, how practicing gratitude before bed can shift your mindset from stress to contentment, helping you drift off with a sense of peace and fulfillment. Now, let's explore the fourth Stoic practice, practicing gratitude before bed. This simple yet powerful habit can transform your mindset from stress to contentment, helping you drift off with a sense of peace and fulfillment. Gratitude is more than just a feel-good exercise. It's a Stoic tool for cultivating inner calm and perspective. When you take a few moments each night to reflect on what you're grateful for, you're actively shifting your focus away from the day's challenges and toward the positive aspects of your life. This aligns perfectly with Stoic principles, which encourage us to appreciate what we have rather than fixate on what we lack. By acknowledging the good in your life, you're training your mind to see abundance rather than scarcity, which can significantly reduce stress and anxiety. Think about it. When you're lying in bed replaying the day's frustrations, your mind becomes a breeding ground for worry. But when you consciously list the things you're grateful for, whether it's a supportive friend, a warm meal, or even the comfort of your bed, you're redirecting your thoughts toward positivity. This mental shift not only soothes your mind but also prepares your body for restful sleep. Practicing gratitude also helps you develop a deeper sense of perspective. The Stoics believed that by focusing on what we have, we become less attached to external outcomes and more grounded in the present moment. This detachment from fleeting desires and worries allows you to approach sleep with a lighter heart and a clearer mind. To incorporate this practice into your nightly routine, try keeping a gratitude journal. Before bed, write down 3 things you're grateful for. They don't have to be grand or life-changing. Sometimes it's the small, everyday blessings that matter most. Over time, this habit will help you build a reservoir of positivity that you can draw from, even on the toughest days. By practicing gratitude, you're not just improving your sleep, you're nurturing a mindset of appreciation and resilience. You're learning to find joy in the present moment, no matter what challenges life throws your way. And as you close your eyes each night, you'll do so with a heart full of gratitude and a mind ready for rest. Next, we'll delve into the 5th practice, how visualizing the worst-case scenario can help you sleep better by putting your fears into perspective. Now, let's turn our attention to the fifth Stoic practice, visualizing the worst-case scenario. This might sound counterintuitive at first. Why would imagining the worst help you sleep better? But this exercise, known as premeditatio malorum or the premeditation of evils, is a powerful Stoic tool for reducing anxiety and gaining perspective. The idea behind this practice is simple yet profound. By deliberately imagining the worst possible outcomes, you're not inviting negativity into your life. You're preparing yourself to face challenges with calm and clarity. The Stoics believed that by confronting our fears head-on, we strip them of their power to disturb us. When you visualize the worst-case scenario, you're essentially asking yourself, what's the worst that could happen? And more importantly, how would I handle it? For example, let's say you're lying in bed, worrying about an upcoming presentation at work. Your mind races with thoughts of failure, embarrassment, or even losing your job. Instead of letting these fears spiral out of control, take a moment to imagine the worst-case scenario. Picture yourself stumbling through the presentation, receiving harsh feedback, or even being let go. Then ask yourself, would I survive this? Could I find a way to move forward? The answer is almost always yes. By facing these fears, you realize that even the worst outcomes are manageable, and this realization can bring a sense of relief. This practice doesn't just help you prepare for challenges, it also puts your worries into perspective. Often, our anxieties are fueled by vague, undefined fears. But when you bring those fears into the light and examine them closely, they lose their grip on your mind. You start to see that many of the things you worry about are either unlikely to happen or not as catastrophic as they seem. This shift in perspective can be incredibly freeing, allowing you to approach sleep with a calmer, more grounded mindset. To incorporate premeditatio malorum into your nightly routine, set aside a few minutes before bed to reflect on your worries. Visualize the worst-case scenario, but don't stop there. Imagine how you would respond, adapt, and move forward. This exercise isn't about dwelling on negativity. It's about building resilience and confidence in your ability to handle whatever life throws your way. By practicing this Stoic exercise, you're not just preparing for potential challenges, you're also training your mind to stay calm and focused, even in the face of uncertainty. And as you drift off to sleep, you'll do so with the assurance that you're ready to face whatever comes your way. Next, we'll explore the sixth practice, how limiting external stimuli can create a more peaceful sleep environment, aligning with the Stoic emphasis on simplicity. Now let's shift our focus to the sixth Stoic practice, limiting external stimuli. The Stoics placed great value on simplicity, and this principle extends to creating an environment that supports restful sleep. In our modern world, we're constantly bombarded by distractions, bright screens, loud noises, and cluttered spaces, all of which can disrupt our ability to unwind and fall asleep. By intentionally reducing these external stimuli, we align ourselves with the Stoic ideal of simplicity and create a more peaceful atmosphere for rest. Think about it, when your surroundings are chaotic, your mind often follows suit. A cluttered room, for instance, can make it harder to relax because it subconsciously signals disorder. Similarly, the blue light from screens can interfere with your body's natural sleep cycle, making it harder to feel sleepy. Even background noise, like the hum of a television or the chatter of a busy household, can keep your mind active when it should be winding down. The Stoics understood that our environment has a profound impact on our inner state, and by simplifying our surroundings, we can cultivate a sense of calm that prepares us for sleep. So, how can you put this into practice? Start by creating a bedtime routine that minimizes distractions. Turn off electronic devices at least an hour before bed, or use features like night mode to reduce blue light exposure. If noise is an issue, consider using earplugs or a white noise machine to create a more soothing auditory environment. And take a few minutes to tidy up your sleeping space. Clear away clutter, make your bed, and create a physical environment that feels serene and inviting. These small changes can make a big difference in how easily you transition into sleep. The Stoic emphasis on simplicity isn't just about physical surroundings, it's also about mental clarity. By reducing external stimuli, you're giving your mind the space it needs to relax and let go of the day's stresses. This practice aligns perfectly with the Stoic belief that a calm mind is essential for a good life and, in this case, a good night's sleep. As we move forward, we'll explore the seventh practice, cultivating inner stillness, a key Stoic principle that can help you quiet your mind and prepare for restful sleep. Now, let's turn our attention to the seventh Stoic practice, cultivating inner stillness. The Stoics believe that true peace comes from within, and this principle is especially relevant when it comes to preparing for sleep. In a world filled with constant noise and activity, finding moments of quiet within ourselves can feel like a challenge. Yet, it's in these moments of stillness that we can truly unwind and prepare for restful sleep. Inner stillness isn't about eliminating all thoughts or emotions. It's about creating a sense of calm and balance within your mind. The Stoics understood that a cluttered mind is one of the biggest obstacles to sleep. When your thoughts are racing, it's nearly impossible to relax. That's why they emphasized practices that help you quiet your mind and focus on the present moment. By cultivating inner stillness, you can create a mental environment that's conducive to sleep. One effective way to achieve this is through deep breathing exercises. When you focus on your breath, you anchor your mind in the present, which helps to quiet racing thoughts. Try this simple technique. Sit or lie down in a comfortable position, close your eyes and take slow, deep breaths. Inhale deeply through your nose, hold for a moment, and then exhale slowly through your mouth. Repeat this for a few minutes, allowing your body and mind to relax with each breath. This practice not only calms your nervous system, but also aligns with the Stoic idea of focusing on what you can control, your own breath and your own mind. Another powerful tool is mindfulness meditation. This practice involves observing your thoughts without judgment and gently bringing your focus back to the present moment. You don't need to be an expert to benefit from it. Start by setting aside just 5 minutes before bed to sit quietly and focus on your breath or a simple mantra. If your mind starts to wander, that's okay. Acknowledge the thought and gently guide your attention back to your breath. Over time, this practice can help you develop a greater sense of inner stillness, making it easier to let go of the day's stresses and drift off to sleep. The Stoics also valued the practice of reflection as a way to cultivate inner calm. Before bed, take a few moments to reflect on your day, what went well. What could have been better? By acknowledging your experiences without judgment, you create a sense of closure that allows your mind to rest. This practice not only helps you process your thoughts, but also reinforces the Stoic principle of focusing on what's within your control. Cultivating inner stillness is about more than just preparing for sleep. It's about creating a foundation of calm that can carry you through life's challenges. By incorporating these practices into your bedtime routine, you're not only improving your sleep but also aligning yourself with the Stoic ideal of a peaceful and balanced mind. Next, we'll explore the eighth practice, accepting discomfort, a Stoic principle that can help you navigate sleep disturbances with greater ease and resilience. Now, let's shift our focus to the eighth Stoic practice, accepting discomfort. Stoicism teaches us that life is full of challenges and sleep is no exception. Whether it's a noisy neighbor, an uncomfortable mattress, or a restless mind, sleep disturbances are inevitable. But here's the Stoic twist: instead of resisting these discomforts, we can learn to accept them. This mindset shift can transform how we experience sleepless nights, turning frustration into resilience. The Stoics believed that discomfort is a natural part of life, and resisting it only amplifies our suffering. When we fight against things we can't control, like external noise or an unexpected wake-up, we create unnecessary stress. But when we accept these disturbances as part of the human experience, we free ourselves from the frustration that often keeps us awake. Acceptance doesn't mean we enjoy discomfort. It means we stop letting it control our emotions. Imagine this scenario. You're lying in bed trying to fall asleep when suddenly you hear a loud noise outside. Your first instinct might be to feel annoyed or even angry. But what if, instead of reacting with frustration, you paused and reminded yourself, this is outside my control. I can choose how I respond. By accepting the noise as a temporary inconvenience, you reduce the emotional charge it carries. This simple shift in perspective can help you relax and fall back asleep more easily. Stoicism also encourages us to reframe discomfort as an opportunity for growth. Think of minor sleep disturbances as a chance to practice patience and resilience. Each time you face a challenge like a restless night, you're strengthening your ability to remain calm under pressure. Over time, this practice not only improves your sleep but also builds your overall mental toughness. One practical way to embrace discomfort is through visualization. Before bed, take a moment to imagine a scenario where your sleep is disrupted. Picture yourself responding with calm acceptance rather than frustration. This mental rehearsal prepares you to handle real-life disturbances with grace. It's a powerful tool that aligns with the Stoic principle of premeditation, helping you stay composed when challenges arise. Another approach is to focus on what you can control. If noise is an issue, consider using earplugs or a white noise machine. If your mind is racing, try a grounding exercise like counting your breaths or focusing on the sensations in your body. By taking small, actionable steps, you regain a sense of agency which can ease the discomfort of the situation. Accepting discomfort doesn't mean you have to like it. It means you stop letting it dictate your peace of mind. By embracing this Stoic practice, you can navigate sleep disturbances with greater ease, turning potential frustrations into opportunities for growth. And as you cultivate this mindset, you'll find that even the most restless nights become more manageable. Next, we'll explore the 9th practice, setting intentions for the next day, a Stoic strategy that can help you sleep with a clearer, more focused mind. Now, let's turn our attention to the 9th Stoic practice, setting intentions for the next day. This practice is deeply rooted in the Stoic principles of purpose and focus, offering a powerful way to calm your mind and prepare for restful sleep. When we set clear intentions, we create a sense of direction and clarity, which can significantly reduce the anxiety that often keeps us awake at night. The Stoics believed that living with purpose is essential to a fulfilling life. By setting intentions for the next day, you align your actions with your values and goals, giving your mind a sense of order and control. This practice helps you shift from worrying about the unknown to focusing on what you can actively shape. Instead of lying in bed ruminating over what might go wrong, you can rest knowing you've already outlined your priorities and prepared yourself to face the day ahead. Here's how it works. Before you go to bed, take a few moments to reflect on what you want to accomplish the next day. Think about your tasks, but also consider how you want to approach them. For example, instead of simply listing "finish the report," you might set an intention like, "I will approach my work with focus and patience, staying calm even if challenges arise." This shift from a to-do list to a purpose-driven mindset helps you sleep with a clearer, more focused mind. Setting intentions also helps you let go of the need to control everything. The Stoics understood that while we can plan and prepare, we can't predict or control every outcome. By setting intentions, you acknowledge what's within your power, your effort, your attitude, and your focus, while releasing the rest. This balance between preparation and acceptance is key to reducing nighttime anxiety. A practical way to incorporate this practice is through a brief evening journaling session. Write down 1 or 2 intentions for the next day, focusing not just on what you'll do, but how you'll do it. For instance, tomorrow, I will approach my meetings with curiosity and openness, listening more than I speak. This simple act of reflection helps you end the day with a sense of closure, making it easier to relax and fall asleep. Another benefit of setting intentions is that it creates a mental boundary between your day and your rest. When you've clearly outlined your plans, your mind is less likely to wander into what-if scenarios or replay the day's events. Instead, you can rest knowing you've done what you can to prepare, leaving the rest to unfold as it will. By embracing this Stoic practice, you not only improve your sleep but also cultivate a deeper sense of purpose and focus in your daily life. Setting intentions helps you approach each day with clarity and confidence, turning nighttime anxiety into an opportunity for growth and preparation. Next, we'll explore the 10th practice, avoiding overindulgence, a Stoic approach to creating a healthier, more balanced lifestyle that supports better sleep. Now, let's shift our focus to the 10th Stoic practice, avoiding overindulgence. This practice is rooted in the Stoic virtue of temperance, which emphasizes moderation and self-control in all aspects of life. When it comes to sleep, temperance plays a crucial role in creating the conditions for restful nights. Overindulgence, whether in food, drink, or entertainment, can disrupt your body's natural rhythms and make it harder to fall asleep or stay asleep. The Stoics believed that excess in any form leads to imbalance, and this is especially true when it comes to sleep. Eating a heavy meal too close to bedtime, for example, can cause discomfort and indigestion, keeping you awake as your body struggles to digest. Similarly, consuming caffeine or alcohol late in the day can interfere with your sleep cycle, leaving you restless or waking you up in the middle of the night. Even overindulging in entertainment, like binge-watching shows or scrolling through social media, can overstimulate your mind, making it difficult to wind down. Temperance, in the Stoic sense, isn't about deprivation, it's about finding balance. It's about recognizing what your body and mind need to function well and making choices that support those needs. For instance, instead of reaching for a sugary snack or another cup of coffee in the evening, you might choose a light, healthy snack or a calming herbal tea. Instead of spending hours on your phone, you could spend a few minutes reading a book or practicing a relaxing activity like stretching or meditation. These small, mindful choices can have a big impact on your sleep quality. The Stoics also taught that temperance helps us build discipline, which is essential for maintaining healthy habits. By practicing moderation in the evening, you're not just improving your sleep, you're also strengthening your ability to make thoughtful, intentional choices throughout the day. This self-discipline creates a positive feedback loop. The better you sleep, the more energy and focus you have to make good decisions, and the more good decisions you make, the better you sleep. A practical way to incorporate this practice is to establish a wind-down routine that prioritizes moderation. Start by setting a cutoff time for eating, ideally at least 2 to 3 hours before bed. Choose lighter, easily digestible foods if you need a snack in the evening. Limit caffeine and alcohol, especially in the hours leading up to bedtime. And create a screen-free buffer zone before bed, giving your mind time to relax and prepare for sleep. By embracing the Stoic virtue of temperance, you create a lifestyle that supports not just better sleep but overall well-being. Avoiding overindulgence helps you align with your body's natural rhythms, making it easier to fall asleep, stay asleep, and wake up feeling refreshed. This practice reminds us that true satisfaction comes not from excess, but from balance and self-control. Next, we'll explore the 11th practice, practicing self-discipline, a key Stoic principle that can help you establish and maintain a consistent sleep schedule. Now, let's turn our attention to the 11th Stoic practice, practicing self-discipline. This principle is at the heart of Stoic philosophy and plays a vital role in creating a consistent sleep schedule. The Stoics believed that self-discipline is the foundation of a virtuous life, and when applied to sleep, it can transform your nights and your days. Self-discipline, in the Stoic sense, is about aligning your actions with your long-term goals, even when it requires short-term sacrifices. When it comes to sleep, this means committing to a regular bedtime and wake-up time, regardless of external distractions or temptations. The Stoics understood that our bodies thrive on routine, and by sticking to a consistent schedule, you train your internal clock to function more efficiently. This not only helps you fall asleep faster, but also improves the quality of your rest. One of the biggest challenges to maintaining a consistent sleep schedule is the temptation to stay up late, whether it's to finish a project, watch one more episode of a show, or scroll through your phone. The Stoics would remind us that these moments are tests of our self-discipline. By choosing to prioritize sleep over temporary pleasures, you're exercising your ability to control your impulses and make decisions that serve your well-being. This doesn't mean you can never enjoy late-night activities, but it does mean being intentional about when and how often you indulge. A practical way to build this habit is to set clear boundaries for yourself. Decide on a bedtime that allows for 7 to 9 hours of sleep and commit to it every night. Use alarms or reminders to signal when it's time to start winding down. Similarly, set a consistent wake-up time, even on weekends, to reinforce your body's natural rhythm. Over time, this consistency will make it easier to fall asleep and wake up feeling refreshed without relying on multiple alarms or caffeine to get through the day. The Stoics also emphasize the importance of starting your day with purpose. By waking up at the same time each morning, you create space for morning rituals that set a positive tone for the day ahead. Whether it's journaling, meditating, or simply enjoying a quiet moment with a cup of tea, these practices can help you cultivate a sense of calm and focus that carries through the rest of your day. Practicing self-discipline in your sleep habits isn't just about getting better rest, it's about building a life of intention and balance. By committing to a consistent schedule, you're not only improving your sleep, but also strengthening your ability to make thoughtful, deliberate choices in all areas of your life. This practice reminds us that true freedom comes from mastering our impulses, not being ruled by them. Next, we'll explore the 12th practice, letting go of external opinions, a Stoic principle that can help you reduce stress and sleep more peacefully. Moving forward, let's dive into the 12th Stoic practice, letting go of external opinions. This principle is a cornerstone of Stoic philosophy and offers a powerful way to reduce stress and improve your sleep. The Stoics believed that much of our anxiety and unrest comes from worrying about what others think of us. By learning to detach from external judgments, we can free ourselves from unnecessary mental burdens and create a more peaceful mindset, especially at night. Imagine this: you're lying in bed, and instead of drifting off to sleep, your mind is racing with thoughts about a comment someone made earlier in the day. Maybe it was a criticism at work, a judgment from a friend, or even a comparison you made to someone on social media. These thoughts can spiral, keeping you awake and amplifying stress. The Stoics would remind us that these external opinions are beyond our control. What others think of us is not something we can change, and trying to do so only drains our energy and disrupts our peace. The key here is to focus on what's within your control, your own thoughts, actions, and values. The Stoic philosopher Epictetus famously said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." When you internalize this idea, you begin to see that the opinions of others are just that, opinions. They don't define your worth or dictate your life. By letting go of the need for approval or validation, you can release the tension that keeps you awake at night. One practical way to apply this practice is to reflect on your day before bed. Ask yourself, did I act in alignment with my values today? If the answer is yes, then there's no need to worry about what others think. If the answer is no, use it as an opportunity to learn and grow rather than dwell on judgment. This reflection helps you shift your focus inward, where true peace resides. Another helpful technique is to limit your exposure to sources of external judgment, especially before bed. Social media, for example, can be a breeding ground for comparison and criticism. consider setting boundaries like avoiding your phone for at least an hour before bedtime. Instead, spend that time engaging in activities that nurture your inner calm, like reading, meditating, or journaling. These practices not only help you detach from external opinions, but also prepare your mind for restful sleep. Letting go of external opinions doesn't mean you stop caring about others or become indifferent. It simply means you stop allowing their judgments to control your emotions and actions. By embracing this Stoic principle, you create a mental space where stress has less room to grow and sleep becomes more natural and restorative. This practice reminds us that true peace comes from within, not from the approval of others. Next, we'll explore the 13th practice, focusing on the present moment, a Stoic technique that can help quiet racing thoughts and guide you into a deeper, more restful sleep. Now, let's turn our attention to the 13th Stoic practice, focusing on the present moment. This principle is deeply rooted in Stoic philosophy and offers a powerful tool for calming the mind and improving sleep. The Stoics believed that much of our anxiety and restlessness comes from dwelling on the past or worrying about the future. By learning to anchor ourselves in the present, we can quiet racing thoughts and create a sense of inner stillness that prepares us for restful sleep. Picture this: you're lying in bed and your mind is flooded with thoughts about what happened earlier in the day or what might happen tomorrow. Maybe you're replaying a conversation, stressing over an upcoming deadline, or worrying about something entirely out of your control. These thoughts can feel overwhelming, pulling you away from the peace of the present moment. The Stoics would remind us that the past is gone and the future is uncertain. What truly matters is the here and now. Focusing on the present moment is about training your mind to let go of distractions and fully engage with what's happening right now. One effective way to practice this is through mindfulness, a technique that aligns perfectly with Stoic principles. Mindfulness involves paying attention to your breath, your body, or your surroundings without judgment. It's about observing your thoughts and feelings as they arise, acknowledging them, and then gently letting them go. This practice helps you break free from the cycle of overthinking and brings your attention back to the present. A simple mindfulness exercise you can try before bed is to focus on your breathing. Lie down comfortably, close your eyes, and take slow, deep breaths. Notice the sensation of the air entering and leaving your body. If your mind starts to wander, which it inevitably will, gently guide your focus back to your breath. This exercise not only helps you stay present, but also signals to your body that it's time to relax and prepare for sleep. Another way to practice living in the present is to engage in activities that require your full attention. For example, you might spend a few minutes before bed journaling about your day, focusing on the details of what you experienced rather than analyzing or judging them. Or you could try a short meditation where you visualize a peaceful scene, like a quiet forest or a calm beach, and immerse yourself in the sensory details of that moment. These practices help ground you in the present and create a mental space where stress and worry have less room to intrude. Focusing on the present moment doesn't mean ignoring the past or the future entirely. It simply means recognizing that the present is where you have the most power and influence. By training your mind to stay grounded in the here and now, you can reduce the mental clutter that often keeps you awake at night. This Stoic practice reminds us that peace and rest are found not in what has already happened or what might happen, but in the stillness of the present. Next, we'll explore the 14th practice, simplifying your life, a Stoic approach that can help you create a more restful sleep environment by reducing both physical and mental clutter. Now, let's shift our focus to the 14th Stoic practice, simplifying your life. This principle is all about embracing the Stoic virtue of simplicity, which can have a profound impact on your ability to sleep well. The Stoics believed that a cluttered life, whether it's physical clutter in your environment or mental clutter in your mind, creates unnecessary stress and distraction. By intentionally simplifying, you can create a more peaceful and restful space for sleep. Think about your bedroom for a moment. Is it filled with items you don't really need? Maybe there's a pile of clothes on the chair, a stack of papers on the nightstand, or gadgets scattered around. These physical distractions can subtly affect your ability to relax. The Stoics would encourage you to take a step back and ask yourself, what do I truly need in this space? Simplifying your physical environment means removing anything that doesn't serve a purpose or bring you peace. A clean, minimalist bedroom can signal to your brain that it's time to unwind and rest. But simplicity isn't just about your physical surroundings, it's also about decluttering your mind. Mental clutter often comes from overcommitment, endless to-do lists, or the constant pull of social media and notifications. The Stoics taught that by focusing on what truly matters and letting go of the rest, we can free ourselves from unnecessary burdens. One way to practice this is by setting clear boundaries. For example, you might decide to stop checking your phone an hour before bed, or limit the number of tasks you take on each day. These small changes can help you create mental space, making it easier to relax and fall asleep. Another way to simplify your life is by prioritizing your values. The Stoics believed in living in alignment with what truly matters, rather than chasing after things that don't contribute to your well-being. Before bed, take a few moments to reflect on your day. Ask yourself, did I spend my time and energy on things that align with my values? If not, consider how you can make adjustments tomorrow. This practice not only helps you let go of unnecessary stress, but also brings a sense of clarity and purpose to your life. Simplifying your life also means embracing the idea of enough. The Stoics warned against the endless pursuit of more possessions, more achievements, more distractions. Instead, they encouraged contentment with what you already have. When you cultivate gratitude for the present moment and let go of the need for excess, you create a sense of inner peace that naturally supports better sleep. As we move forward, we'll explore the 15th practice, detachment from outcomes, a Stoic approach that can help you let go of the need for perfect sleep and reduce the anxiety that often comes with it. Now, let's turn our attention to the 15th Stoic practice, detachment from outcomes. This principle is deeply rooted in Stoic philosophy, which teaches us to focus on our efforts rather than the results. When it comes to sleep, this means letting go of the need for everything to be perfect. Many of us lie in bed worrying about whether we'll fall asleep quickly, stay asleep all night, or wake up feeling refreshed. But the Stoics would remind us that these outcomes are largely beyond our control. What we can control is how we approach the process of sleep itself. Detachment doesn't mean you stop caring about getting good rest. Instead, it's about releasing the pressure and anxiety that often come with chasing the perfect night of sleep. Think about it this way: when you obsess over falling asleep, you're actually creating more tension in your mind and body, which makes it harder to relax. The Stoics would encourage you to shift your focus to what you can do, like creating a calming bedtime routine, practicing mindfulness, or letting go of the day's worries, and then accept whatever happens after that. By detaching from the outcome, you free yourself from the cycle of frustration and allow sleep to come more naturally. This practice also ties into the Stoic idea of accepting what you cannot change. You can't force yourself to sleep, just as you can't control external factors like noise or the weather. What you can do is control your reaction to these things. For example, if you wake up in the middle of the night, instead of getting frustrated, you might remind yourself that this is a normal part of life. You could use the time to practice deep breathing or reflect on something positive. By detaching from the need for uninterrupted sleep, you reduce the stress that often makes it harder to fall back asleep. Detachment also helps you build resilience. When you stop tying your self-worth or well-being to how well you sleep, you create a healthier relationship with rest. The Stoics believed that true peace comes from within, not from external circumstances. So even if you don't get the perfect night of sleep, you can still wake up with a sense of calm and purpose. This mindset shift can transform your nights, making them less about achieving a specific outcome and more about embracing the process with grace and acceptance. As we move forward, we'll explore the 16th practice, negative visualization, a powerful Stoic exercise that can help you appreciate what you have and reduce nighttime worries. Now let's explore the 16th Stoic practice, negative visualization. This powerful exercise, often referred to as premeditatio malorum, involves imagining the worst-case scenarios in your life. At first glance, this might sound counterintuitive, especially when it comes to sleep. After all, why would you want to think about negative outcomes before bed? But the Stoics believed that by confronting our fears and visualizing what could go wrong, we gain a deeper appreciation for what we already have. This practice helps shift your focus from what's lacking to what's present, fostering a sense of gratitude that can calm your mind and prepare you for restful sleep. Negative visualization works by putting your worries into perspective. For example, before you go to bed, take a moment to imagine losing something you value, whether it's your health, your relationships, or even your comfort. Picture what life would be like without these things. While this might feel uncomfortable at first, it serves as a reminder of how fortunate you are to have them right now. This exercise doesn't dwell on negativity. Instead, it helps you recognize the abundance in your life, which can ease anxiety and create a sense of contentment. When you're lying in bed, this mindset can help quiet the mental chatter that often keeps you awake. This practice also ties into the Stoic principle of impermanence. By acknowledging that everything in life is temporary, you learn to cherish the present moment. Negative visualization reinforces this idea, helping you let go of the need to control every outcome. When you realize that even the things you take for granted could be gone tomorrow, you're more likely to appreciate them today. This shift in perspective can reduce nighttime worries, as you're no longer fixated on what might go wrong, but instead focused on the good that's already here. Additionally, negative visualization can help you prepare for challenges without being overwhelmed by them. By mentally rehearsing difficult situations, you build resilience and reduce the fear of the unknown. For instance, if you're worried about a stressful day ahead, visualizing how you'd handle it can make it feel less daunting. This preparation can ease your mind, making it easier to fall asleep without carrying the weight of tomorrow's uncertainties. As we move forward, we'll delve into the 17th practice, developing a bedtime ritual, a simple yet effective way to signal your body and mind that it's time to wind down and prepare for rest. Now let's turn our attention to the 17th Stoic practice, developing a bedtime ritual. This practice is all about creating a consistent, calming routine that signals to your body and mind that it's time to wind down and prepare for rest. At its core, this aligns perfectly with Stoic principles of discipline and routine, which emphasize the importance of structure and intentionality in our daily lives. By establishing a bedtime ritual, you're not only setting yourself up for better sleep, but also cultivating a sense of control and order, two values deeply rooted in Stoic philosophy. A bedtime ritual doesn't have to be complicated. In fact, simplicity is key. The goal is to create a series of actions that you repeat every night, helping your brain associate these activities with relaxation and sleep. For example, you might start by dimming the lights and spending 10 minutes reading a book, preferably something calming or uplifting. This not only distracts your mind from the day's stresses, but also shifts your focus away from screens, which can interfere with your body's natural sleep signals. Alternatively, you could incorporate light stretching or gentle yoga poses to release physical tension and ease your body into a state of relaxation. The Stoics believed that small, consistent actions could lead to profound changes over time. By committing to a bedtime ritual, you're practicing self-discipline and reinforcing the idea that you have control over your habits and environment. This sense of agency can be incredibly empowering, especially when it comes to managing stress or anxiety that might otherwise keep you awake. Over time, your ritual becomes a form of self-care, a way to honor your need for rest and recharge. Another benefit of a bedtime ritual is that it creates a clear boundary between the busyness of the day and the calm of the night. Many of us struggle to switch off because our minds are still racing with thoughts about work, relationships, or responsibilities. A ritual acts as a mental cue, signaling that it's time to let go of these concerns and focus on the present moment. This aligns with the Stoic practice of mindfulness, encouraging you to be fully present as you prepare for sleep. As you build your ritual, consider incorporating elements that resonate with Stoic values. For instance, you might end your routine with a moment of reflection, thinking about what went well during the day and what you're grateful for. This not only reinforces the practice of gratitude, but also helps you approach sleep with a peaceful, contented mindset. Remember, the key is consistency. The more you repeat your ritual, the more effective it becomes in training your body and mind to transition smoothly into rest. With this practice in place, you're not just improving your sleep, you're also strengthening your ability to live with intention and discipline, two hallmarks of a Stoic life. Next, we'll explore the 18th practice, reflecting on mortality, a profound exercise that can help you prioritize what truly matters and reduce stress before bed. Now, let's move into a practice that might seem intense at first but holds profound power for transforming your mindset and sleep, reflecting on mortality. Known in Stoicism as memento mori, or remembering death, this practice isn't about dwelling on fear or sadness. Instead, it's a tool to help you focus on what truly matters, letting go of the trivial worries that often keep us awake at night. By contemplating the impermanence of life, you can gain clarity, reduce stress, and approach sleep with a deeper sense of peace. The Stoics believed that remembering our mortality is a way to live more intentionally. When you reflect on the fact that life is finite, it becomes easier to let go of the small, insignificant things that might otherwise consume your thoughts. For example, that argument you had earlier in the day or the long to-do list for tomorrow suddenly feels less overwhelming when viewed through the lens of life's brevity. This shift in perspective can help you release tension and quiet your mind, making it easier to fall asleep. One way to incorporate this practice into your bedtime routine is to spend a few moments reflecting on the day and asking yourself, if this were my last day, would I be satisfied with how I spent it? This question isn't meant to provoke anxiety, but to help you focus on what truly matters: your relationships, your values, and the moments that bring you joy. By aligning your thoughts with these priorities, you can let go of the mental clutter that often disrupts sleep. Another approach is to visualize the impermanence of everything around you. The Stoics often reminded themselves that even the most enduring things, mountains, cities, or empires, are temporary. When you apply this mindset to your own life, it becomes easier to release the grip of worry. That project deadline or social obligation may feel urgent in the moment, but in the grand scheme of things, it's just a small part of your journey. This realization can help you approach sleep with a lighter heart and a clearer mind. Reflecting on mortality also encourages gratitude. When you acknowledge the fragility of life, you're more likely to appreciate the present moment and the people in it. Before bed, take a moment to think about the people you love, the experiences you've had, and the simple joys of being alive. This practice not only aligns with Stoic principles, but also fosters a sense of contentment that can ease you into restful sleep. While this practice might feel heavy at first, its purpose is to bring lightness. By reminding yourself of life's impermanence, you can let go of the unnecessary weight of stress and anxiety, creating space for calm and clarity. As you prepare for sleep, this mindset can help you release the day's burdens and embrace the peace of the present moment. With this practice in place, you're not just improving your sleep, you're cultivating a deeper appreciation for life itself. Next, we'll explore the 19th practice, avoiding overthinking, a common obstacle to restful sleep, and how Stoicism offers practical tools to quiet the mind. Now, let's shift our focus to a practice that addresses one of the most common barriers to restful sleep: overthinking. Stoicism teaches us the importance of not letting our minds spiral into endless loops of worry or analysis. Overthinking can trap us in a cycle of stress, making it nearly impossible to relax and drift off. But the good news is, Stoicism offers practical tools to help you quiet your mind and reclaim your peace before bed. At the heart of this practice is the Stoic principle of focusing on what's within your control. Overthinking often stems from trying to solve problems that are either out of your hands or not worth the mental energy. The Stoics remind us that we can't control everything, and trying to do so only leads to frustration and sleepless nights. Instead, they encourage us to direct our attention to what we can influence: our thoughts, our reactions, and our choices. By shifting your focus in this way, you can break free from the grip of overthinking and create space for calm. One effective technique to combat overthinking is journaling. Before bed, take a few minutes to write down your thoughts, worries, or plans for the next day. This simple act can help you externalize your concerns, making them feel more manageable. The Stoics often used journaling as a way to reflect on their day, identify what they could improve, and let go of what they couldn't change. By putting your thoughts on paper, you're essentially telling your brain, "I've dealt with this for now," which can help you relax and prepare for sleep. Another powerful tool is meditation. Stoicism emphasizes the importance of inner stillness, and meditation is a practical way to cultivate that calm. Even just 5 minutes of focused breathing or mindfulness can help you detach from racing thoughts and return to the present moment. The goal isn't to eliminate all thoughts, but to observe them without getting caught up in them. This practice aligns with the Stoic idea of not being ruled by external events or internal chatter. By training your mind to let go of overthinking, you create a mental environment that's conducive to rest. It's also helpful to remind yourself of the Stoic concept of amor fati, or loving your fate. Overthinking often arises from resisting what's happening or fearing what might come next. But when you embrace the idea that everything happens for a reason, even the challenges, you can approach life with a sense of acceptance rather than anxiety. This mindset shift can be especially powerful at night, helping you release the need to control or predict every outcome. Instead of lying awake worrying, you can trust that you'll handle whatever comes your way, just as the Stoics did. Finally, consider setting a mental boundary for your thoughts. The Stoics believed in the power of discipline, and this applies to your mind as well. If you find yourself overthinking, gently remind yourself that nighttime is for rest, not problem solving. You might even create a simple mantra like, "I'll address this tomorrow," to help you let go of the day's concerns. Over time, this practice can train your brain to associate bedtime with relaxation rather than rumination. By incorporating these Stoic techniques into your routine, you can break the cycle of overthinking and create a mental space that supports restful sleep. Next, we'll explore the 20th practice, reflecting on your actions and ensuring they align with Stoic virtues, a powerful way to end your day with peace and purpose. Now, let's turn our attention to a practice that ties together the essence of Stoicism and the pursuit of restful sleep, reflecting on your actions and ensuring they align with Stoic virtues. This practice isn't just about self-improvement, it's about cultivating a sense of inner harmony that can carry you into a peaceful night's rest. By taking a few moments before bed to evaluate your day through the lens of wisdom, courage, and justice, you create a powerful ritual that not only strengthens your character but also quiets your mind. The Stoics believed that living virtuously was the highest good, and this principle applies to every aspect of life, including how you end your day. When you reflect on your actions, you're not just reviewing what happened, you're asking yourself whether you acted with integrity, made thoughtful decisions, and treated others with fairness. This kind of reflection helps you identify areas where you can grow while also acknowledging the moments when you lived in alignment with your values. It's a practice that fosters self-awareness and self-respect, two qualities that can ease the transition into sleep. Start by asking yourself a few simple questions. Did I act with wisdom today? Did I face challenges with courage? Did I treat others with justice and kindness? These questions aren't meant to judge or criticize, but to guide you toward a deeper understanding of your choices. The Stoics saw this kind of reflection as a way to learn from the past and prepare for the future, all while staying grounded in the present. By focusing on your actions and their alignment with virtue, you shift your attention away from external stressors and toward what truly matters, your character and your growth. This practice also helps you release any lingering guilt or regret. When you take the time to honestly assess your day, you can acknowledge mistakes without dwelling on them. The Stoics taught that errors are opportunities for learning, not reasons for self-punishment. By approaching your reflections with this mindset, you can let go of the day's burdens and approach sleep with a clear conscience. It's a way of saying to yourself, I did my best today, and tomorrow I'll strive to do even better. Another benefit of this practice is that it reinforces your sense of purpose. When you live in alignment with Stoic virtues, you're reminded of what truly matters, not external success or approval, but the quality of your character. This sense of purpose can be incredibly grounding, especially at the end of a long day. It helps you detach from the noise of the world and focus on what's within your control, your thoughts, your actions, and your values. This shift in perspective can be profoundly calming, making it easier to let go of the day's stresses and embrace rest. To make this practice even more effective, consider pairing it with gratitude. After reflecting on your actions, take a moment to appreciate the ways in which you lived virtuously. Maybe you showed courage in a difficult conversation, or perhaps you acted with wisdom in a moment of uncertainty. By celebrating these moments, you reinforce positive behaviors and cultivate a sense of contentment that can carry you into a peaceful night's sleep. By practicing virtue before bed, you're not just preparing for sleep, you're nurturing your soul. This Stoic ritual helps you end your day with clarity, purpose, and peace, creating a mental environment that's conducive to rest. Next, we'll explore how limiting distractions before bed can further enhance your sleep quality, bringing you one step closer to the restful night you deserve. Now, let's shift our focus to a practice that aligns perfectly with the Stoic principle of simplicity, limiting distractions before bed. In a world filled with constant noise and endless demands for our attention, it's easy to let external stimuli disrupt our peace of mind, especially as we prepare for sleep. Stoicism teaches us to focus on what truly matters, and this mindset can be a powerful tool for creating a calm, distraction-free environment that promotes restful sleep. One of the biggest challenges to achieving quality sleep is the mental clutter that comes from overstimulation. Whether it's scrolling through social media, responding to work emails, or replaying the day's events in your mind, these distractions can keep your brain active and make it difficult to unwind. The Stoics believed that by simplifying our lives and focusing on what's within our control, we could achieve greater clarity and tranquility. Applying this principle to your bedtime routine means intentionally setting aside the things that pull your attention away from rest. Start by creating clear boundaries around your evening activities. Set a specific time to disconnect from screens, whether it's your phone, computer, or television. The blue light emitted by these devices can interfere with your body's natural sleep cycle, but beyond that, the constant flow of information can keep your mind racing. Instead, use this time to engage in calming activities that help you transition into a restful state. Reading a book, practicing light stretching, or simply sitting quietly can signal to your brain that it's time to wind down. Another key aspect of limiting distractions is managing work-related thoughts. Many of us carry the stress of our jobs into the evening, replaying conversations or worrying about tomorrow's tasks. The Stoic approach here is to remind yourself that these concerns are outside your control in the present moment. By consciously setting aside work-related thoughts and focusing on what you can do right now, like preparing for sleep, you create mental space for relaxation. One helpful technique is to jot down any lingering tasks or ideas in a notebook before bed. This simple act can help you release those thoughts and trust that you'll address them in the morning. Social media is another common source of distraction that can disrupt your sleep. The endless stream of updates, notifications, and comparisons can leave you feeling restless and unsettled. Stoicism encourages us to detach from external opinions and focus on our own values and goals. By stepping away from social media in the hours leading up to sleep, you give yourself the opportunity to reconnect with what truly matters to you. This not only helps you sleep better, but also fosters a sense of inner peace and self-awareness. Finally, consider the physical environment in which you sleep. Clutter and disorganization can be subtle yet powerful distractions that affect your mental state. The Stoic emphasis on simplicity extends to your surroundings as well. Take a few minutes each evening to tidy up your sleep space, creating a calm and orderly environment that supports rest. This small act of preparation can have a big impact on your ability to relax and let go of the day's stresses. By limiting distractions before bed, you're not just improving your sleep, you're practicing a fundamental Stoic principle, focusing on what's important and letting go of what's not. This intentional approach helps you create a mental and physical space that's conducive to rest, allowing you to wake up refreshed and ready to face the day with clarity and purpose. Next, we'll explore how aligning with nature's rhythms can further enhance your sleep, bringing you closer to the restorative rest you deserve. Now, let's turn our attention to a practice deeply rooted in Stoic philosophy, embracing nature's rhythms. The Stoics believed that living in harmony with nature was essential to achieving balance and tranquility. This principle extends to our sleep habits, as aligning our routines with the natural cycles of light and darkness can significantly improve the quality of our rest. In today's modern world, it's easy to lose touch with the natural rhythms that govern our bodies. Artificial lighting, late-night screen use, and irregular schedules often disrupt our internal clocks, making it harder to fall asleep and wake up feeling refreshed. Stoicism reminds us that we are part of a larger natural order, and by reconnecting with these rhythms, we can restore a sense of harmony to our lives. One of the simplest ways to embrace nature's rhythms is to sync your sleep schedule with the rising and setting of the sun. This doesn't mean you need to go to bed at sunset and wake up at dawn, but rather that you aim to align your sleep patterns more closely with the natural cycle of light and darkness. For example, try to wake up with the first light of day and wind down as the evening grows darker. This practice helps regulate your body's production of melatonin, the hormone responsible for sleep, making it easier to fall asleep and wake up naturally. Another key aspect of this practice is reducing your exposure to artificial light, especially in the evening. The blue light emitted by phones, computers, and televisions can trick your brain into thinking it's still daytime, delaying the release of melatonin and making it harder to fall asleep. To counteract this, consider dimming the lights in your home as bedtime approaches and avoiding screens for at least an hour before bed. If you must use electronic devices, try using blue light filters or wearing glasses that block blue light. Spending time outdoors during the day can also help reinforce your connection to nature's rhythms. Exposure to natural sunlight, especially in the morning, helps regulate your circadian rhythm, the internal clock that governs your sleep-wake cycle. Even a short walk outside can make a difference, signaling to your body that it's time to be awake and alert. Over time, this practice can help you feel more in tune with the natural world and improve your overall sleep quality. Finally, consider the role of seasons in shaping your sleep habits. Just as nature cycles through periods of growth and rest, our bodies also respond to seasonal changes. In the winter, when nights are longer, it's natural to feel the need for more sleep. In the summer, when days are longer, you might find yourself needing less. By paying attention to these seasonal shifts and adjusting your sleep schedule accordingly, you can create a routine that feels more aligned with the natural world. Embracing nature's rhythms isn't just about improving your sleep, it's about cultivating a deeper connection to the world around you. By aligning your habits with the cycles of light and darkness, you honor the Stoic principle of living in harmony with nature, fostering a sense of peace and balance that extends far beyond your bedtime routine. Next, we'll explore how practicing equanimity can help you maintain emotional balance, even when sleep doesn't come easily. Now, let's shift our focus to a cornerstone of Stoic philosophy, the practice of equanimity. Equanimity, or emotional balance, is the ability to remain calm and composed even in the face of challenges. For those struggling with sleep, this virtue can be a game changer. When sleep doesn't come easily, it's natural to feel frustration, anxiety, or even anger. But Stoicism teaches us that these emotions, while valid, are often counterproductive. By cultivating equanimity, we can approach sleep challenges with a sense of calm acceptance, reducing the stress that often makes it harder to rest. At its core, equanimity is about recognizing that we cannot control everything, especially when it comes to sleep. Some nights, despite our best efforts, rest may elude us. Instead of resisting this reality, Stoicism encourages us to accept it with grace. This doesn't mean giving up on improving your sleep habits, but rather acknowledging that occasional sleeplessness is a natural part of life. By letting go of the need for perfect sleep, you free yourself from the pressure that often keeps you awake. One practical way to practice equanimity is through mindfulness. When you find yourself lying awake, instead of spiraling into frustration, take a moment to observe your thoughts and emotions without judgment. Notice the tension in your body, the racing of your mind, and the emotions that arise. Then, gently remind yourself that these experiences are temporary. This simple act of observation can help you detach from the intensity of the moment, creating a sense of inner calm that makes it easier to drift back to sleep. Another powerful tool is reframing your perspective. Instead of viewing a sleepless night as a failure, see it as an opportunity to practice patience and resilience. The Stoics believed that challenges are not obstacles but opportunities to strengthen our character. By embracing this mindset, you can transform sleeplessness into a chance to grow rather than a source of stress. Over time, this shift in perspective can help you approach sleep with greater ease and less anxiety. Equanimity also involves letting go of external judgments. In a world that often glorifies productivity and busyness, it's easy to feel guilty for not getting enough sleep. But Stoicism reminds us that our worth is not tied to how much we accomplish or how well we sleep. By releasing the pressure to meet societal expectations, you can create a more peaceful relationship with rest, free from guilt or self-criticism. Finally, remember that equanimity is a skill that takes practice. Just as you wouldn't expect to master a new language overnight, cultivating emotional balance requires patience and consistency. Start small, perhaps by practicing mindfulness for a few minutes each night or reframing one negative thought about sleep. Over time, these small steps can lead to profound changes in how you approach rest, helping you sleep more soundly and wake up feeling more at peace. By practicing equanimity, you not only improve your sleep but also strengthen your ability to navigate life's challenges with grace and resilience. Next, we'll explore how reflecting on your progress in practicing Stoicism can bring a sense of accomplishment and reduce nighttime stress. Now, let's turn our attention to a practice that not only reinforces your Stoic journey but also brings a sense of calm before bed, reflecting on your progress. Taking a moment to look back at how far you've come in applying Stoic principles can be incredibly grounding. It's easy to get caught up in the challenges of the day or the frustrations of sleeplessness, but pausing to acknowledge your growth can shift your mindset from stress to satisfaction. Reflecting on your progress is about more than just patting yourself on the back. It's a way to reconnect with the purpose behind your efforts. When you take stock of the small victories, like practicing gratitude more consistently or handling a difficult situation with equanimity, you remind yourself that change is happening, even if it feels gradual. This recognition can be deeply comforting, especially when sleep feels elusive. It's a reminder that you're moving forward, even on nights when rest doesn't come easily. One way to incorporate this practice into your bedtime routine is through journaling. Before you sleep, spend a few minutes writing down 1 or 2 ways you've applied Stoic principles during the day. Maybe you managed to focus on what you could control instead of worrying about the uncontrollable, or perhaps you found peace in accepting discomfort. These reflections don't need to be grand achievements. Small, consistent efforts are just as meaningful. By documenting them, you create a tangible record of your growth, which can help quiet the mind and ease nighttime stress. Another approach is to simply sit quietly and mentally review your day. Think about moments when you responded with patience, resilience, or gratitude. Even if the day felt chaotic or overwhelming, there's always something to learn or appreciate. This practice isn't about perfection, it's about progress. By focusing on what went well, you train your mind to see the positive, which can help you drift off with a sense of peace rather than lingering anxiety. Reflecting on your progress also helps you stay aligned with your long-term goals. It's easy to lose sight of why you started practicing Stoicism in the first place, especially when life gets busy or stressful. But by regularly acknowledging your growth, you reinforce the value of these practices and stay motivated to continue. This sense of purpose can be a powerful antidote to the restlessness that often keeps us awake at night. Finally, remember that reflection is a practice, not a performance. There's no need to judge yourself or compare your journey to anyone else's. The goal is simply to notice and appreciate the steps you've taken, no matter how small. Over time, this habit can transform your relationship with sleep, helping you approach bedtime with a sense of accomplishment rather than stress. By reflecting on your progress, you not only celebrate your growth but also create a mindset of gratitude and calm that makes it easier to rest. Next, we'll explore how ending your day with gratitude can further enhance your sleep and overall well-being. Now, let's shift our focus to a practice that beautifully ties together the principles of Stoicism and the art of restful sleep, ending your day with gratitude. Gratitude is more than just a feel-good exercise. It's a powerful Stoic tool that helps you cultivate contentment and perspective, 2 essential ingredients for a peaceful night's sleep. By taking a few moments to reflect on what you're grateful for, you create a mental space that's free from stress and filled with calm. Stoicism teaches us to focus on what we have rather than what we lack. This mindset shift is especially valuable at the end of the day, when our minds tend to wander toward worries or regrets. Practicing gratitude before bed helps you redirect your attention to the positive aspects of your life, no matter how small they may seem. Whether it's the comfort of your bed, the support of a loved one, or even the simple fact that you made it through the day, acknowledging these things can bring a sense of fulfillment and ease. One effective way to incorporate gratitude into your bedtime routine is through a gratitude journal. Spend a few minutes writing down 3 things you're thankful for from the day. These don't have to be monumental. They can be as simple as a kind word from a colleague, a moment of quiet reflection, or even the taste of your favorite tea. The act of writing helps solidify these thoughts in your mind, making it easier to let go of negativity and embrace a sense of peace. If journaling isn't your style, you can practice gratitude mentally. As you lie in bed, take a few deep breaths and silently list the things you're grateful for. Picture each one in your mind, allowing yourself to truly feel the appreciation. This mental exercise not only shifts your focus away from stress but also helps you relax, making it easier to drift off to sleep. Gratitude also aligns with the Stoic principle of focusing on what's within your control. While you can't change the events of the day, you can choose how you respond to them. By ending your day with gratitude, you take control of your mindset, choosing to focus on the good rather than the bad. This sense of agency can be incredibly empowering, helping you approach sleep with a calm and positive attitude. Another benefit of this practice is its ability to reframe challenges. Even on difficult days, there's always something to be grateful for. Maybe it's the lesson you learned from a tough situation or the resilience you showed in the face of adversity. By finding gratitude in these moments, you transform them into opportunities for growth, which can help you sleep with a lighter heart. Finally, ending your day with gratitude creates a sense of closure. It's a way of saying, this day had its ups and downs, but I choose to focus on what brought me joy and peace. This mindset not only helps you sleep better, but also sets the tone for the next day, reminding you to approach life with a grateful heart. By making gratitude a part of your nightly routine, you align yourself with Stoic principles while creating a peaceful mindset that's perfect for restful sleep. Next, we'll explore some bonus tips to further enhance your sleep environment and habits, helping you make the most of these Stoic practices. Now, let's turn our attention to a practical yet transformative bonus tip: creating a sleep sanctuary. This idea is deeply rooted in Stoic simplicity, emphasizing the importance of removing distractions and cultivating a space that promotes peace and rest. A sleep sanctuary isn't just about aesthetics, it's about designing an environment that supports your mental and physical well-being, helping you align with Stoic principles while improving your sleep quality. Stoicism teaches us to focus on what's essential and let go of excess. Applying this to your sleep environment means decluttering your bedroom and creating a space that feels calm and intentional. Start by removing items that don't serve a purpose in your sleep routine, such as work materials, electronics, or anything that might trigger stress. The goal is to create a room that feels like a retreat, a place where you can truly unwind and disconnect from the chaos of the day. Lighting plays a crucial role in setting the tone for rest. Opt for soft, warm lights in the evening to signal to your body that it's time to wind down. Consider using blackout curtains or an eye mask to block out external light, especially if you live in an area with streetlights or early morning sunlight. These small adjustments can make a big difference in helping your body recognize when it's time to sleep. Another key element is minimizing noise. If you live in a noisy environment, consider using white noise machines, earplugs, or calming sounds like rain or ocean waves to create a soothing auditory backdrop. The Stoic practice of accepting discomfort doesn't mean you should ignore factors within your control like noise. That can disrupt your rest. Instead, take practical steps to create a space that supports your sleep. Your bed itself should be a haven of comfort. Invest in quality bedding, pillows, and a mattress that suit your needs. The Stoic principle of temperance reminds us to avoid excess, but it also encourages us to prioritize what truly matters. A comfortable bed isn't a luxury, it's a necessity for restful sleep. Keep your bedding clean and fresh, as this small act of care can enhance your sense of calm and well-being. Finally, consider incorporating elements of nature into your sleep sanctuary. Plants, natural materials like wood or cotton, and even a small water feature can bring a sense of tranquility to your space. Stoicism teaches us to align with nature, and bringing natural elements into your bedroom can help you feel more grounded and connected, further enhancing your ability to rest deeply. By creating a sleep sanctuary, you're not just improving your sleep environment, you're embracing Stoic simplicity and prioritizing what truly matters. This intentional approach to your space can have a profound impact on your ability to relax, recharge, and wake up ready to face the day with clarity and purpose. Next, we'll explore how Stoic affirmations can help you calm your mind and prepare for a restful night's sleep. Now, let's shift our focus to another powerful tool in your Stoic sleep toolkit, Stoic affirmations. These simple yet profound statements can help you calm your mind, reframe your thoughts, and prepare for a restful night's sleep. Affirmations are more than just positive phrases. They're reminders of Stoic principles that ground you in what truly matters, helping you let go of stress and anxiety as you wind down for the day. Stoic affirmations work by redirecting your focus to what you can control, which is a core tenet of Stoic philosophy. For example, repeating a phrase like, "I control my thoughts," reinforces the idea that your mind is your own domain, even when external circumstances feel overwhelming. This practice helps you detach from worries about the future or regrets about the past, bringing your attention back to the present moment, a key to falling asleep peacefully. Another powerful affirmation is, "I accept what I cannot change." This statement aligns with the Stoic practice of embracing impermanence and focusing on what's within your power. By repeating this before bed, you remind yourself to let go of things outside your control, whether it's a noisy neighbor, a stressful work situation, or even the weather. This shift in mindset can ease tension and create a sense of calm, making it easier to drift off. To make the most of Stoic affirmations, try incorporating them into your bedtime routine. You might repeat them silently to yourself as you lie in bed, write them down in a journal, or even say them aloud while practicing deep breathing. The key is consistency. Repeating these affirmations regularly helps them become a natural part of your thought process, reinforcing their calming effects over time. You can also tailor affirmations to your specific needs. If you struggle with self-doubt, try, "I am enough as I am." If you're feeling overwhelmed, "I focus on what I can control," can help you regain perspective. The beauty of Stoic affirmations is their flexibility. They can be adapted to address whatever challenges you're facing, providing a sense of clarity and peace as you prepare for sleep. By using Stoic affirmations, you're not just calming your mind, you're actively practicing Stoic principles that can transform how you approach life's challenges. This simple yet effective practice can help you end your day with a sense of purpose and tranquility, setting the stage for deeper, more restorative sleep. Next, we'll explore how reflecting on your sleep and mindset in the morning can help you refine your nighttime Stoic practices over time. Now, let's turn our attention to the morning, a time often overlooked but equally important for cultivating better sleep through Stoic practices. Morning reflection is a powerful tool that allows you to assess your sleep quality, mindset, and progress in applying Stoic principles. By taking just a few minutes each morning to reflect, you can gain valuable insights that help you refine your nighttime routine and deepen your connection to Stoic philosophy. Start by asking yourself a few simple questions as you wake up. How did you sleep? Did you feel rested, or were there moments of restlessness? Reflecting on these questions helps you identify patterns in your sleep habits, such as what practices helped you relax and what might have disrupted your rest. This awareness allows you to make small, intentional adjustments to your nighttime routine, creating a more effective path to better sleep. Morning reflection also gives you the opportunity to examine your mindset. Did you wake up feeling anxious or calm? Were your thoughts focused on what you can control, or were they consumed by worries about the future? This practice aligns with the Stoic principle of self-awareness, helping you recognize where your mind tends to wander and how you can bring it back to the present moment. By acknowledging these patterns, you can reinforce the Stoic practices that bring you peace and let go of habits that don't serve you. Another key aspect of morning reflection is gratitude. Take a moment to appreciate the rest you did get, even if it wasn't perfect. This simple act of gratitude shifts your focus from what went wrong to what went right, fostering a positive mindset that carries through your day. It also reinforces the Stoic idea of finding value in every experience, no matter how small, which can help you approach challenges with greater resilience and clarity. To make morning reflection a consistent habit, try pairing it with another part of your routine. like enjoying your morning coffee or taking a few deep breaths before starting your day. You might also consider jotting down your thoughts in a journal, as this can help you track your progress over time and notice trends in your sleep and mindset. The goal isn't to dwell on the past, but to use these reflections as a guide for continuous improvement. By practicing morning reflection, you create a feedback loop that strengthens your Stoic practices and enhances your sleep quality. Each morning becomes an opportunity to learn, grow, and refine your approach, bringing you closer to the restful, peaceful sleep you deserve. Next, we'll wrap up our exploration of Stoic practices for better sleep by summarizing how these principles can transform not just your nights, but your entire life. As we come to the end of our journey through the 25 Stoic practices for better sleep, it's clear that these principles offer more than just a way to rest. They provide a framework for living a more intentional, peaceful, and fulfilling life. From reflecting on your day and focusing on what you can control, to embracing impermanence and practicing gratitude, each practice is designed to help you quiet your mind, let go of stress, and find deeper rest. These tools aren't just about improving your sleep, they're about transforming how you approach challenges, relationships, and even your own thoughts. By integrating these Stoic practices into your daily routine, you're not just setting yourself up for better nights, you're building a foundation for better days. Whether it's through morning reflection, cultivating inner stillness, or detaching from external opinions, each step brings you closer to a life of clarity and calm. And the beauty of these practices is that they're accessible to everyone. You don't need to be a philosopher or have years of experience with Stoicism to start seeing the benefits. All it takes is a willingness to try, to reflect, and to grow. So, as you move forward, I encourage you to pick one or two practices that resonate with you and give them a try. Maybe it's journaling before bed, practicing gratitude, or simply focusing on the present moment. Whatever it is, take that first step and see how it transforms your sleep and your life. And once you do, I'd love to hear about your experiences. Share your thoughts, your progress, or even your challenges in the comments below. Your journey could inspire someone else to take that first step toward better rest and a more Stoic way of living. Remember, the path to better sleep isn't about perfection, it's about progress. Each night is a new opportunity to practice, to learn, and to grow. So here's to quieter minds, deeper rest, and a life lived with purpose. Thank you for joining me on this exploration of Stoic practices for better sleep. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss out on more insights to help you live a more intentional and peaceful life. Until next time, sleep well and take care.